Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It is Wednesday, October 8th, 2025. A reminder that tomorrow, October 9th, will be the kill date for the month of October. Of course, we circle all the kill dates at the beginning of the year. The kill date for September was September 10th, and we all know what happened. Charlie Kirk and then Evergreen High School. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, October 9th. But the day prior, this is one of the top headlines. Another member of the Kennedy family has passed. This time it's Joan Bennett Kennedy, the wife of Ted Kennedy, who passed nearly 20 years ago. And we're going to get to why it matters that she's dead at 89, born Virginia. But let's go through this piece by piece. Her date of passing is today, October 8th, 2025. They're saying she died on this Wednesday. She was found dead in her sleep where she passed peacefully, is how they're reporting. So it matters that she's died on a date with numerology of 63 because, of course, the most famous Kennedy death happened in 63, and that was JFK. And when you learn this Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words, essentially Jewish numerology, you realize the phrase Kennedy curse has a numerical value of 63. And again, if you're new here, there are four base ciphers of the English language. For example, Kennedy curse in the four base ciphers with the alphabetic order. A is 1 up to Z is 26. It equates to 144. Remember, when JFK was killed, he died 144 days from meeting with the Pope. 5 years later, or almost 5 years later, his brother would die at 1:44 a.m., so we were told. So this 144 is a special number. And again, it goes back to, well, it's a biblical number, but it also goes back to the gang who gave us the Bible as we know it, who was also responsible for the calendar and the English language. And that's the Jesuit order, something that most people at this day and age don't even know exists. Again, that's the military order of the Catholic Church. Now, the alphabetic order in numerology, Jesuit order is 54. So is Kennedy curse. And so is Dealey Plaza, where JFK died. And so is Ambassador Hotel, where RFK died. But coming back to Kennedy curse, again, the four base ciphers, the alphabetic order, A is 1 up to Z is 26. The alphabetic order with numerology applied to each letter, it's still A is 1 up to Z is 26. You just apply numerology to each letter. So you see J, the 10th letter, the numerology of 10 is 1 plus 0 is 1. So J becomes 1. K, the 11th letter, 1 plus 1 is 2. L, the 12th letter, 1 plus 2 is 3. Up to Z, the 26th letter, 2 plus 6 is 8. There's also the reverse alphabetic order, just running the alphabetic order in reverse, and reverse with numerology. These are the four base ciphers of the English language. You learn this system, you see how the rituals are put together. And for the record, Joan Bennett Kennedy, her name equates to 72, also like Jesuit order. And it's a reminder that JFK met with the Pope on July 2nd and died a span of 144 days later. But yes, Joan Bennett Kennedy has died on October 8th, 10/8. Dealey Plaza equals 108, where JFK was killed in 63. And today is 45 days before the anniversary of his assassination. Dealey Plaza equates to 45 as well. And remember, this whole practice of coding numbers into words, gematria, it means geometry in language. Just for the record, geometry's got the 108, the 45, even the 108 in reverse. Also the 36, and she is dead 36 days after her birthday. She was also born in 36. And for the record, the name Kennedy, you see the 111, October, you see the 111. There's something where you multiply the alphabetic order times 6, and both October and Kennedy equals 666. 666 is the 36th triangular number, which means if you add 1 through 36 together, it equals 666. So again, this woman's dead 36 days after her birthday. Notice her name, Virginia Joan Kennedy. It's her actual name, is 108, like she's dead on 10/8. And with regards to Virginia, Virginia equates to 89, which is her age of death. 89 is the 24th prime number. She was married to Ted Kennedy for 24 years. 89 is also the 11th Fibonacci number, like JFK was killed in the 11th month. And see right here, Kennedy was married to Ted Kennedy for 24 years. So, again, with regards to all of this tracing back to the Jesuits, today's 35 days before Arturo Sosa's birthday. JFK was number 35, killed on I-35. Dealey Plaza's on I-35. And again, JFK was the first Catholic president. Catholic equals 35, like Holy See, like Jesuitism. Of course, you run the alphabetic order in reverse. Catholic equals 46, like JFK, who died at 46. Just like how Joe Biden became the second Catholic president. Number 46, elected 46 weeks after the Pope's birthday on the nose. Something we told you that was coming more than a year before it happened. Beau Biden didn't die at 46 by accident, to make a long story short. Hunter Biden just happens to be born on the 35th day of the year. He went through character assassination. He still goes through it on Fox News. JFK died in the time of Sagittarius, the hunter. Hunter Biden's born on the 35th day of the year. All of this stuff is major league ritualism. Again, it's very controlled and ritualistic at the federal level, where it's all occultists. And I don't know why people don't know that, seeing as how DC is known as the Masonic City. Freemasonry's a cult. Masonry's based in Kabbalah, where this whole thing of letters and numbers comes from. Notice from Ted Kennedy's death anniversary, August 25th, to his wife's death anniversary, 44 days later. JFK was number 35, but also the 44th term president, having been the one who celebrated the 44th U.S. presidential inauguration. Just remember, execution, gunfire, shooting, all of these words equal 44. Tomorrow, October 9th, will be the date with the 44 numerology, just like September 10th was. A lot of 44s in Charlie Kirk's death. Erica, his wife, equals 44. He died 4 years and 4 months after their marriage, plus a whole bunch more. Also, RFK Jr., it's the 38th week of his age. Remember, death, murder, killing, RIP, they all equal 38. The federal city's on the 38th parallel. The nation's killing department, the Pentagon equals 38. This past week, Trump said he's raising the military wage by 3.8%, raising the paid-for killer's wage by 3.8%. And don't forget that when JFK died, Walter Cronkite broke the news. And when he broke the news, he said, some 38 minutes ago, the president passed, regarding JFK. So now here we are in the 38th week of RFK Jr.'s age. And don't forget how RFK Jr. got in the race on April 5th, which can be written 4-5 or 5-4. And he did it 144 days after the Superior General's birthday. Again, going back to Kennedy curse. And I told you that day there'd be assassination stories to come. And sure enough, you had the hoax with Trump that was synced up with JFK's birthday. It was 45 days after his birthday anniversary. The election was on the anniversary of the Jesuits trying to assassinate King James, November 5th. That was 144 days after Trump's birthday, and so on and so forth. But, yeah, go figure. A member of the Kennedy family dead before the kill date. And we'll see what they got in store for tomorrow. Yeah, again, learn this system, see through the ritualism day in and day out. All right, True Seeker, we'll leave it there for now. And until next time.